Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again to my vlog. And this is your host, Operator 214 speaking. And if you already read what's what the topic is all about, I'm going to discuss here the reason why I was into VTubing, or the main reason why I choose to pursue VTubing, or at least have a change of artistic style on my channel. Well, the main reason why I used or the main reason why I used VTubing is because, for one primary reason, is because of first and foremost, it's privacy. And I have here I'm gonna ask ChatGPT because actually ChatGPT and I researched the main reasons why VTubing, or the pros of VTubing. And like I said, from what I found out on VTubing, their goals, or the ChatGPT's goals, align the same as mine. So here, just give me a moment. So I'm just gonna type in my the reason why I just give me one moment. What are the advantages of VTubing? So there we go. I'm just gonna type it down, and there. Oh, okay, that was quite embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, so we got all the results here, and we're very much alike, on the reasons why, or my goals why I went on VTubing is very similar to what ChatGPT explained here. Of course, like I said, number one, you can see from the looks of it, I'm sorry. I really have a hard time pronouncing that part. Well, number one is because being anonymous, and the privacy of having a VTubing. So from what ChatGPT here says, it's VTubing allows content creators like me to maintain a level of being anonymous and being private on our private lives. Creators can interact with the audience without revealing their real identity, which can be appealing for those who want to separate their online persona from their personal life. So basically, that's basically pretty much self-explanatory. And on my case, the main reason why I got to VTubing is because I wanted on the last part that says here, I wanted to separate my online persona from my personal life. And unfortunately, like I said, I have to have some not exactly unfortunately, but fortunately, I have to have some sort of safety measures when I do VTubing, because one of the channels that I am saying here, or one of the reasons why I made the channel is to educate, of course, on the or at least to report the maritime issues on the Philippines. Basically, my blog is all about my professional life. And unfortunately, we all seen this on other VTubers, that their privacy gets invaded, or they get doxed or stalked. And on my case, my industry here, I work on the maritime industry, and the maritime industry, unfortunately, in the Philippines is being notorious for doxing people who do not go against their own views, or at least disagrees on other people's general view. And on my case, I'll be frank and honest. Sometimes my opinions, or my personal opinions, do not align with the general propaganda what the maritime industry tells me to. So unfortunately, so why does this lead me to VTubing? Well, I have to set up protection because the maritime industry, like I said, in the Philippines has a nasty, or is very infamous for doxing employees. Yeah, I know that might sound very scary, but there are chances that my employer, or other employers on the maritime industry on the Philippines, even monitors the social media accounts of social media accounts of their employees. And on my case, there's the maritime industry is very notorious about this one. I mean, back then when I was still not using I was still not on VTubing type. or VTubing the VTubing community, I was let's just say I went through some sort of cyber harassment, and it was very, very taxing because they even stalked me on my phone, and somebody calling me some anonymous, because I'll be getting usual death threats and such, and I don't want to repeat on that kind of scenario. So before I went on to YouTube and of course on VTubing, I kind of weighted my options on how I could go on my social media platforms without not exactly without, but with protecting my privacy of my life or my personal life. So after thinking of it for several months, or actually several years, yeah, I'm serious, I have thought of it for about several years, at least a year or two. Well, actually, I got the idea 3 years ago, but I never pursued on it because I was busy back then on my professional life. Now I got a good vacation, and that's the part that it hit me on the head, that VTubing was kind of like my first impression in it, on how I could go on with my content with protecting with my privacy. So there, that's the number one reason. I wanted my being anonymous and my privacy life. Yeah, that's the main one. First and foremost, the main reason why I got myself into VTubing, because well, if I'm gonna say something that would be think of it about on this scenario, okay? If I made some a comment that is not, let's just say, not socially acceptable or not professionally acceptable in my line of work, at least my character here, or at least my avatar right here, the one that you're looking at right now, that's the one that's gonna be criticized and being doxxed, but not on my personal life or my real identity or my name. In other words, they're just gonna criticize and harass my avatar, but I can still walk outside my house and do my usual stuff, and do my usual regular stuff, regular routines on my life, without fear of reprisals or revenge from doxers and cyber stalkers and harassment. So yeah, that's first and foremost my first tenet in VTubing. That is the rule that I tend to keep. And of course, another thing here, but it's more like, believe it or not, this is the second, well, this is more like the sub objective why I do also a VTubing. Another thing is the creative expression. Well, as far as I know, there are no other VTubers that are on my line of work, so I guess well, I'm the first, and well, let's just say I'm the first and only one that's doing it right now. Of course, I'm not saying that there will not be any other VTubers on my line of work in the future, but I am saying that I am taking the first bold step of doing the VTubing. And like I said, it's creative expression. It depends on how I express myself or how creative I am on making my content. Of course, there are, if you look at on YouTube, there are already a lot of seafarers that have already are already making content, or there are a lot of seafarers that are content creators. Just typing in seamanvlog on the search word. This is of course the catchphrase, or more like the hashtag, if you want to know seafarers on the YouTube. Just type in seamanvlog, and you could see a tons of folks here that have already been making content creators, like this one. See, the list goes on, and as far as I know, there are more than 20, or actually more than 100 seafarers who are making content creators. So you can get the idea. They're all more like IRL, in real life content creators. And let's just say I'm not really well, before then, when I started out with content creations, I wasn't into VTubing, so I was using IRL, but I never revealed my face. So yeah, I wanted something fresh and out of let's just say out of creative experience. So that's the second sub-objective why I went into VTubing, creative expression. And yeah, Well, another third, but this is not exactly my well, this isn't exactly one of my things that I had in mind when I started out VTubing, but ChatGPT went through the trouble of pointing out every single detail, which is about 9. So, but for me, I'm only on these two parts. The first is my being anonymous and privacy, which, well, you know, that's the main goal, like I said. And well, let's just say that I do not agree with the propaganda, propaganda stuff that most Filipinos fed to the general public when it comes about seafarers. I kind of disagree like that. So one such example is what you're looking at here. So you can see they act like semi-military, but if you take a look on what a seafarer does on board a ship, it's basically construction work. And I'm kind of, let's just say I don't agree with that kind of militaristic BS that they're well, what the general propaganda feds us as a college student back then. And up until now, I'm not into this type of militaristic behavior because, well, first off, seafarers are not military. They're mostly civilian maintenance workers. That's what you see, that's what you're looking at here on this video. So anyway, like I said, that's the first two goals why I got myself into why I got that's the main reason why I went and on to the VTubing. Now there are other reasons here. Of course there are about 9, but first and foremost I only got 2. But if we're gonna enumerate that, well, it will take us quite a while. So anyway, just to speed things up, other reasons that the ChatGPT told me, which is I don't have in mind, is one. The third reason is global appeal. Virtual avatars can transcend language and cultural barriers, creating using VTubing. Yeah, blah blah blah. That's kind of stuff. First is inclusivity. VTubing can promote inclusivity by creating to represent themselves in a way that feels comfortable and empowering. Well, I'm not really into kind of that. Well, let's just say I kind of. Okay, well, it's part of my reasons, but this is more like the sub reasons. Well, it's more like something about inclusivity, and on my case, I'm kind of like representing on my own industry, which is the maritime industry in the Philippines, and it enables me to express my identity without the potential biases or judgment based on physical appearance. Yeah, that's something, or without to cut it short, without being reprimanded or being stalked or persecuted because of your personal appearance. So yeah, that's also one part, but it's more like I said, sub. I don't know about versatility and flexibility. It says here virtual avatars provide flexibility in content creations. Creators can switch between different avatars, change background, and adapt their virtual presence to fit various themes or topics. Well, this is mostly part of the first reason, actually, if you take a look at it. So like I said, in case I get criticized for my well, what do you call this? In case that I made a negative comment and I get criticized for it, the one that's gonna get criticized is my avatar, and I can easily, well, change my avatar compared to, say, in real life where you have your real face. It's kind of more complicated to change a person's real face in real life than changing avatars. So yeah. So yeah, one more thing. This is also part of actually, this is part of the creative expression, entertainment values. It's pretty much self-explanatory as well. VTubing can enhance the entertainment value of content. Well, it's something to do, of course, on my channel. Yeah, it kind of, yeah, it did enhance my entertainment value. Well, on the content that I'm making, of course. Virtual avatars can express emotions, reactions, and gestures in a stylized and often exaggerated manner. Yeah, that's, I agree on that myself. But, well, I'm on a 3D model. I'm not on 2D model, and I'm still in the process of getting a 2D model. So anyway, brand consistency, I'm not into this kind of thing. VTubing can be useful for brand consistency, accessibility, and tech enthusiast appeal. Now, yeah, that's one more thing. While I kind of, that's one reason why I also made content and went into the VTubing. It's the tech enthusiast appeal, because not all seafarers like me are capable on making a VTubing, this VTubing type of content. To be honest, most or at least 95% that I know that sea content creators or seafarers that are content creators are still stuck on the IRL, and most of them have little to no knowledge on. Well, I'm not degrading my, of course, my profession, but I'm just saying this as a fact and real talk that most of my brethren or my own kind do not have advanced knowledge on computers. And well, there are some that have advanced knowledge on on computers, but not, let's just say, not enough to go on the VTubing. But anyway, I'm not gonna extend the topic, and I would just like to make it, of course, I'm just pointing out the main reasons why I got myself onto VTubing. And one reason why I started in VTubing, first, is because of the animosity and creative expressionness. So I guess that's all that I have to say for now. So if you like my content and you think it's kind of helpful, just click on that like and subscribe button. It will really help out my channel when it comes to statistics of the algorithm of YouTube. And also, this is of course a personal opinion of mine. I wanted to, let's just say, convince people to go on, at least go on VTubing, because it provides the security of being, it provides the protection of being anonymous and your privacy on your content creations. Because nowadays, social media platform right now isn't exactly as secure as it was 15 years ago. There's a lot of stuff going on the social media that is not what I can say is socially acceptable, and we don't want to make any mistakes or giving a chance to people that they could use it against us. And like I said, there are a lot of doxers, cyberbullying. That's the part that we should avoid, and take all the necessary precautions in order to avoid those. And that's the main reason why I got into VTubing. So anyway, thank you very much for listening to my vlog. Again, this is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone, and see you again on my next vlog. So bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.